Open up your MTT. We're going to go ahead and work on solving compound inequalities. So we're going to start looking at a graph first, and then we're going to write the compound inequality that is graphed on that graph. So the first one that we're going to look at is going to be colored in circle and an open circle. So we know that this is going to be an OR. So we have x is less than or equal to -5, or x is greater than or equal to 4. Add our brackets, our line, and that is set builder notation for the graph. The next graph, let's make sure that that's touching the 0, okay, or the 2. All right, so we have an endpoint of 2, so this is going to be x is less than 2, or x is greater than or equal to 3. Add the brackets and the line, and we now have set builder notation. Okay, for our endpoints here, we have 0 and 5. Now we see an intersection, so we know this is going to be an AND. So we're going to put our x in the middle. We have our 5 and our 0. X is greater than or equal to 0, and x is less than 5. Set builder notation. Again, we have an intersection, so we have our x, our 0, and our -5. X is going to be greater than -5, and x is going to be less than 0. Put it into our set builder notation. Okay, now we need to solve, graph, and do set builder notation. So we're going to go ahead and 0 pair out the 3. That gives us k is less than -4, or 0 pair out the 5. K is greater than or equal to 3. So we're going to go ahead and go graph those and see what they look like. So we're going to take our graph, put our 0 on. We have -4 and we have 3. K is less than -4, so we're going to have an open circle with our arrow going to the left. K is greater than or equal to 3. Closed circle going to the right. Add our brackets, our line, and we have set builder notation. Okay, here we're going to divide by -1, divide by -1. You're going to notice that we see the minus sign appearing here. So our inequality is going to flip. X is greater than -2, or now we need to get all of our x's on the left, so we're going to go ahead and 0 pair out our 4x. And we're going to 0 pair out our 3. So we have 2x is greater than 8. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X is greater than 4. So we're going to go ahead, graph that, and see what that looks like. So we have 0. We have -2. Greater than, going this direction. And we have x is greater than 4, which is also going this direction. So because this is an OR, we can have all of the numbers that are going from here to here. So our solution graph is actually going to look like this. It's going to have -2 on there, and 0, open circle, and all of that's going to be covered. So our set builder notation is all the values of x such that x is greater than -2. because this is an or, the solutions can make either one of the equations work. As long as one of the equations works, then we get to color in that section of the graph. And that's why we're able to use -2 as our endpoint. Okay, let's go ahead and solve for x here. We're going to zero pair out the 2. So we have 3x in the center, 3 on the left, and 9 on the right. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. 1 is left, x in the middle, and 3. This looks like it's going to be an intersection. Open circle on the 1, closed circle on the 3, x is in between. Add our brackets and our line, and we have set builder notation. Whoops. Try that bracket again. There we go. Okay, solve for x. We're going to zero pair the 4. 2x is greater than -2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X is greater than -1. And we're going to go ahead and zero pair out the 1. So we have 3x is less than 12. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X is less than 4. Now, because this is an and, we need to put the x in the middle. We have our -1 on this end. We have our 4 on this end. You'll notice here that the x is being eaten by the alligator, so we need to make sure that that happens. And we'll notice here that the 4 is being eaten by the alligator, so we'll put that in. Put it into set builder notation. And graph. Kind of open circles on both ends, and the center colored in.